Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Developmental Focus Points. I'm your fill-in host, Justin Riley. Before we get started, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, jump in the live chat if you're with us. If you're watching the replay, let us know how much you love the show in the comments section. With me is an all-star cast. We bring it to you every week. One of the most dynamic wide receivers to ever play the game, Christian Jones. Yes, sir. And the man who set the standards, breaking all kind of records, did it before Tua, did it before Mac Jones, the living legend, Blake Sims.
What's up, baby?
Yes, sir. And a two-time national champion, Heisman Trophy finalist, and the man that rewrote the record books himself, Trent Richardson. What's up, fellas?
Trent. What's going on? We in here.
Fellas,
Yes, sir.
Go ahead,
Blake.
Don't start on Blake. But yeah, we missed it. What yeah, Blake?
Yeah, I had to.
Hey, work it.
Yes, sir. What's up, Rudy?
What's going on, man?
Rudy.
That locker room right there when we start saying that right there. Hey, tell me what game that take you back to where you just like snapping that helmet on, because a lot of people just snap that helmet on and we didn't realize we just ran out of the tunnel.
Yo. Probably 2005 Florida game.
Yeah, that sounds right. You know, I don't know if you knew, but I threw for 400 yards that game.
He did.
In 2000,
he also had 3 picks. Talk about that.
No, that was Auburn.
No, you had 2 turnovers that game.
No, that was D. White.
No, that was your ass.
That was D. White.
I'm at the game.
That's D. White.
Blake, you had 2 turnovers.
Fool. It was a man walking on that sideline about 5'6". Every mistake I made, he made sure I remembered it.
Hey, turnovers. Go look at the numbers. Go look at it.
That phone call Blake gave me that night. I ain't even had to call his ass, bro. I had two and I know I wasn't even gonna call you about that, Blake. Hey, you telling on yourself.
No, I ain't had no turnovers.
Yes, you did.
I mean,
against Florida.
Next episode, we gonna make sure we play that the first.
I swear on
Well, I'm
God.
getting the clip. As soon as we jump off,
Florida.
As soon as we jump off, I'm getting that clip from YouTube. So next week, folks, tune in to see who was right.
I'm telling you, bro. He had 2 turnovers, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it was up 21-0, bro. You start losing your shit. That's all I'm gonna say. What's going on, Rudy?
Man, what's good, family? Man, hey,
Not too much, man.
I'm in the presence of greatness, man. I feel blessed.
Man, look, I'm blessed every time I get on this mug and see who on here, boy. It ain't nothing like it.
hey, Rudy, you did your thing too, man. You're probably one of the most celebrated players in the Shula era. Billy Neighbors' Most Improved Defensive Lineman Award winner, Cotton Bowl champion, SEC Player of the Week, academic All SEC. Now you're doing your thing as a defensive line coach at Northern Arizona University. Rudy Griffin, man, thank you for blessing us with your presence, sir.
No, for sure.
Man, blessings, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for, you guys are doing some great stuff, man. I got a chance to tune in a couple times before, man. So you guys do an outstanding job, man. I'm praying this thing continue to take off, man.
Yes, sir. So when did you enroll? When did you enroll in Bama?
Man, I'm an old head, man. So I was there. I was
2003, huh?
Yeah, 2003 was my first one. So I was there, and I was there in 03.
I think I was doing the chicken noodle soup in middle school.
Chicken noodle soup.
And had a milk on the side.
Yeah. So 03 to 05 was my playing days.
Hey, I got a name for you real quick. Kyle Bennett. He told me to
Kyle
tell you
Bennett.
what's up. Yeah, he told me to tell you what's up. He said, hey.
My dog.
He said, hey, that damn Rudy can play now. Hey.
My dog,
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you these roses right now. Anybody walk on to Alabama, you was a hell of a man. You can do anything. You can conquer anything in the damn world. Because if it's anything like it was when we was in school, and I know y'all probably had it 2 or 3 times worse.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
But if you walk in on Alabama, they try to break you every
Ain't no
second
doubt.
they can get.
ain't no doubt.
Yes.
I respect
doubt.
guys like the Hardy Bucks and you know those guys that you know that Rashad Johnsons and stuff, man, that you know came from walking on and you know end up starting. It's Will Larry, you know, starting and stuff, and end up playing just to play, just to put on that jersey on game
Sure.
days, man. Like guys don't know, man. Like they put you through hell. Like I used to sit there and watch that stuff, man. We used to be in the weight room. Them guys we got to go outside and do some more stuff after we get out that weight room. We're like, bro, like they ain't got class. They ain't got.
Yeah.
I ain't had
They
no.
ain't got to take a shower.
hey, look, and so look, so when I got there, we were still in the old facilities. They, you know, when I was there, they had 2 separate locker rooms. They had a scholarship locker room, and then they had a walk-on locker room. And the
Yes.
walk-on locker room is just like what you think it looked like. It was run down. I mean, it was in the back. So you know so that's how they treated you, man. But you know, hey, you got to get it out the mud, man.
Hey, I remember it very well. That's when I was there with you, Rudy, and he is not exaggerating just one bit. But man, you were the hardest working dude in the weight room. You were there at 4:45 in the morning doing your thing and making sure the coaches saw what you were doing. But I want to back it up a little bit, man. You know, we're in the age of NIL, transfer portal, the money, you know, all about me. But we're getting a little bit of a break with you tonight because, you know, back in your day, none of that existed. We had this thing called pride. And coming out of high school, you had just one offer. And it's kind of ironic, is from a former Alabama assistant who was coaching at the Citadel, Mr. Ellis Johnson. And you were doing pretty well, man. You did your thing up there, but you decided that, you know what, my heart was in Tuscaloosa. At what point did you decide to make that move, and how did Coach Johnson receive that news?
Well, you know, just like all boys growing up, man. You want to play big time football, man. You know, growing up down south, you know, from Georgia, you know, everybody want to go play SEC football. You know, I just wasn't blessed, you know, to have the size and the speed coming out of high school, man. So, you know, I chose the next best thing, what was the opportunity to go play football at the Citadel, which is a military college in Charleston, South Carolina. And the ironic thing about it was the head coach at the time, he had just left. He was a defensive coordinator at Alabama. That previous year, they was fired. That staff was fired for, you know, doing some stuff they weren't supposed to. So they all got fired. He took the head coaching job at the Citadel. And, you know, I got there, man, and I could have stayed and rolled that out and been a starter there at the Citadel. But, you know, I wanted to test and see if I can play big boy football, so to speak. And so it was after my sophomore year. I said, Coach, I want to transfer. And then back then, man, it was the coach had to approve you to transfer. And so he said no, and he said no. He wasn't gonna let me leave. You got to sit out and do all this stuff. But he eventually let me go. But it wasn't as easy as it is now to leave.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
how it
saying
was when we was in school.
So you saying you started the transfer portal stuff?
Man, no. No.
So you the reason why all these guys in that damn
Right.
started with your ass. Okay.
Hey, it was me, huh?
Well, actually, I got back up. I think it was Shad Williams. He started it, coming from Texas Tech to Bama,
He
and
did.
then
He did.
and a year
He
later,
did.
here you were.
He did. But no,
But
man,
man,
it was a blessing, man. It was a good experience for me, man. I think, you know, me going to the Citadel, man, and experiencing that helped me when I got to Alabama. And you know, I think if it had been any other way, man, if I just would have went to somewhere like that and out of high school, I probably wouldn't have made it. But you know, I think those 2 years there, man, it helped me.
So Rudy, when did you in college, right? You
Yeah.
got there and you know you got your freshman year, sophomore year, junior, and senior. At what point in time did you realize, like, yeah, I'm that dog? I'm that dog.
Hey, Sean, I can tell you this. It was we was playing I was on the scout team. So we was on the scout team. doing the whole scout team deal. I was, getting scout team player of the week out, week in. We was getting ready to play University of Georgia. And I had to beat David Pollock. So I was David Pollock that week.
Yeah.
And I remember picking off a screen and scoring. And hell, I looked around, I was like, man, I could do this, dog. I got my butt ripped, because when you're on scout team, you're supposed to let the offense win. So I was looking around, I was like, man, I could do this, man. And so it was then I knew. I said, I knew I could play.
That's cool.
So tell me this, man, that first SEC game you played in, like, was it a culture shock? It was like, well, damn, like, this shit different. It's different on game days.
Well, hey, it was different in practice when first getting there. But when you start at that, when you start at, especially at Alabama, man, so it's different. And I knew then, man. But when I got out there, when I ran out that tunnel, man, I looked around and saw them people, man, and just the speed of the game, just the competition level, man. It's second to none. And some of you guys went on to play in the NFL, and y'all know, man. It's just, man, SEC playing SEC ain't no different, dog. Cats flying around, just man, it's ain't no different.
Right. What's one thing that you were like? I'm reaching in your coaching bag right now, right?
Okay.
So you as a coach, when you see a dog, but that motherfucker don't bite, how do you reach and connect with him to bring that out?
Hey, it's two things, man. One, it's hard to teach a dog to bite if he ain't gonna bite. That's one. I mean, you got to recruit those guys, man. You got to recruit those guys. Now, it's got to be already in them. Now, what you can do as a coach, man, to get the guys that's already got that in them. One, I think, man, for me as a player, man, I got to know that the coach really believe in me, man, and give me the confidence. And so what I try to do as a coach, man, I try to give these guys confidence, man, and make them feel like they can conquer the world, man, even if it's fake. Even if it's fake, man, y'all got to believe that they got to have confidence. And so, that's one of the things I try to instill in my guys, to give them that confidence, man, that they can conquer it, man, whatever it is.
Tell me this, man, when you got that first no from your coach, like telling you that, hey, I ain't letting you go. Like, you got a commitment to your teammates, to your brothers, like, and I know me, like I'm a team guy. And not even so much I can say team, I'm a family guy. Like all my teammates and even the guys that come after me are my brothers. For sure. Especially the guys I played with. And you can ask all the guys that's on this show that I played with, that I played that was younger or older than me. We had Ted Grant on there last week, TG, and I gave him his roses, bro. Like, but for me, like, when you playing ball and you in these trenches with these guys through the summer, I'm just talking about the summer, every day, sweat, blood, and tears, injuries, 110s, lifting weights. Like, how difficult is that to leave guys that you came in with and go to somewhere else because you want it better, but at the time it's like, well, shoot, like, that is my brother. I did come in with him. Like how difficult was that? To get that no.
Man, it was tough, dog. It was really, really tough, man. I'm like you, man. I'm a family guy. I'm loyal to the end. It was really, really tough, man. But the guys knew that I played with, man. They knew, man. It was like one of those things, like, hey, man, we family. But if you feel like that's in your heart, man, you got to do it. And I understand, man. And the good thing about it, man, I still talk to those guys. I mean, it's been 20-something years, man. And I still talk to my guys who I play with at the Citadel, just like I do with the guys I played at Bama. I mean, they brothers just like my Bama guys. And so, but it was tough. It was tough then, man, leaving them, because I'm first of all stepping into the world of unknown. I'm leaving something that I know for sure to uncertainty. And so, man, it was tough, man, just being a young kid, man, to do that, man. But my brothers at the Citadel, they understood. And like I said, I love those guys today.
Like, I know that was tough for you, bro, because, like, the hardest decision for me at Bama was to leave Bama. And I say that because, like, if anybody watched that interview that me, Dre, who I think it was a couple other people that we did, telling coach that we was telling the world we was leaving and stuff and coming out to the league to the draft for the draft and stuff. Like I was choked up. I had a frog in my throat because it was like, bro, like as I'm saying this, it's like I can think about all the times that we spent behind Brian or in the dorms or we got into it with somebody and my brother was right there with me, or what I mean, or even those those moments we have in the locker room with Christian being Ray Charles, or you got people doing the great Nick Saban impressions. Like it was stuff like that. Like man, like these my brothers. Like it was almost like leaving home, like to leave home my mama. You know what I'm saying? When I went out to school, like I didn't get choked up until my mama sat there and told me. She said, "Just don't forget about me." Man, I got in that car and boo-hoo, man, all the way to T-Town, bro.
Yeah, man, I understand, man, totally, man. But it was a fire inside of me that felt that I had to do it, and I couldn't deny that, man. And it was one of those things. I hated having to leave my guys. That we came in with as freshmen. You know how it is. You know how it is when you come in as a signing class. You got your teammates there. Y'all already close, but then your signing class, it's like a closer group. And so, man, it was tough losing the guy that I signed with, man. But it was just something inside of me, man. I couldn't deny it, man. I was like, man, it's either I'm gonna try it or I'm gonna be 38, 39, 40 years old saying what I could have done or what I should have done. And so, I couldn't deny that, man. I just had to, man. And the guys that I played with there understood. And it was just a blessing that that I went there at the time, Alabama, man. And of course we was that the guys embraced me when I went there.
Rudy, I want to bring up something that's pretty special, and I love hearing this story time and time again from you. Speaking of leaving, you were facing a situation because of lack of funding that where you would probably have to leave, but nobody believed in you more than Mike Shula. Can you talk about that conversation you had with him when you're thinking about leaving, and then that Christmas present he gave you later on when you were back home thinking it was all over?
Well, like I told you before, like I said, and all these guys that's on here, it was pre-transfer portal. So, I signed a scholarship to play at the Citadel, was on the full ride scholarship, left the Citadel to walk on to the unknown to pay for school. So, of course, I didn't come from a whole heck of a lot of money. And so I left, walked on, did that whole semester there, played, did it. I thought I did a dang good job, but it came to a point where at the end of the season, I went and talked to Coach Shula and told him, "Hey, Coach, I can't afford it. Man, I can't afford it. I can't afford to, do all this, man." I said, I got to find somewhere I can, I was getting ready to leave and go to work, and so go find, go get a job somewhere. But he did. He called me. It happened, Christmas Eve, honestly, and he called me and blessed me with a full ride scholarship. Told me, "Hey, hey, we normally don't do this after one semester. Normally guys got to come for a year or 2 years. You came in, you proved yourself, man, and the rest is history."
Oh, that's dope. Hey, so Rudy, let me ask you something on your sort of like some adversity through your success that you had.
Okay.
Seeing that you went to Bessemer. What school did you coach at in Bessemer?
I was the head football coach at Bessemer City.
At Bessemer City, okay.
Yep.
What year was that?
Oh my God. Let's see. That was 20.
Is that 2 years ago, Rudy?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay, nice. So what was the issue with them letting you go? You had a successful season, did pretty decent. What was the issue with them letting you go?
The deal was this. It wasn't.
Was that guy moving you into another area?
The deal was this: is that the kids that I coached there were unbelievable. The kids that I coached, man, I enjoyed coaching those kids that was there. They played hard for me. They wanted to be better. They wanted greatness. But the thing was this: is that a lot of times when I was the situation I was at there, the administration couldn't get out their own way. And so it was one of those situations where it wasn't the fact that they let me go, it was the fact that I was leaving. regardless. I hate it because that place, honestly, man, could be a gold mine because you got now it done got picked apart by all the schools around. But they could be really, really, really good. You talking about it? They're their own school district. But it was a situation. They said we could have been really, really good, but they couldn't get out their own way, man.
But you even see it in Little League. Like they got their own system, like through their Little League stuff. Because I do a lot of stuff with Little League. Like, bro, like they got some of the biggest kids over there. They just ain't got the, I don't want to say the right guys in the community, but they don't have that's for them kids all the time. A lot of them guys are living through those kids.
Amen.
And it start from the youth, man. You know how it is through their whole city. It got to be ran this type of way. When they got to be this type of way, or it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So I tell you a story. So the kids had talent there, man. We had good players. They had really, really. I couldn't even get the guys sandwiches to eat before the game, after the game. I couldn't buy them helmets. Man, we was playing with helmets. Man, they was using helmets that hell I played in 2004. I'm like, I said, man, we're gonna get sued. I said, this is criminal. And and I say it's good people and staff there, like the principal that was there, he was good. He was good. The superintendent that's there is good. Hands are just tied, man. Hands are just tied with the board members that didn't want to do that.
But one of the things that you did there that was most recognizable was you tried to change the culture, especially from a standpoint of speaking life into these players, because you told me that nobody before you was talking to them about scholarships, about life after, Bessemer. Can you talk about how you try to change the dynamic as far as in that regard?
Well, like I said, Bessemer has always had good players, man, good talent. A lot of those guys go on to play at different high schools. Your Hoovers, your Thompsons. I mean, all those guys from Bessemer, and they just getting picked over. And that's one of the things that I wanted to preach. I wanted to preach. Listen, that you don't got to go nowhere. That you can reach all your goals right here in your own city. And I just needed help. I just needed help, man. It was hard. It was hard for me doing it by myself. But yeah, it was one of those things, man, that I wish, and I pray right now, man, they change that. And because those kids deserve that.
I know that. A question from the audience here from Jamie Wilhelm, kind of pressing pause on your story. He is donated $4.99 super chat. What do you think about Golden going to Ole Miss? That's the rumor right now. Wiggins going to Texas and Bill O'Brien going to the circus. Who wants to take that?
Who is Wiggins?
Yeah, who's Wiggins?
Holman Wiggins is the wide receiver coach.
Oh, Holman Wiggins.
Yeah, Holman Wiggins.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why everybody trying to get a hand? My thing is, why is everybody giving Pete Golden a hard time?
What's that, Christian? You checked out.
He said, "Why is everybody giving Pete Golden
Why
a
is
hard
everybody
time?"
giving Pete Golden a hard time?
Well, I think mainly, I guess, one because of Marvin, but this is the new age. Marvin Constant.
Talking about Marvin.
Yeah, but we don't play defense like we used to. The game has adapted, it's evolved, and a lot of fans, especially as old heads, are used to the way things used to be.
I think the game's changed though, man. Like it ain't. I mean,
that's the problem, bro.
The game's changed, man. The game's built to score points now, man, offensively. So I mean, you ain't finna hold nobody to 10 points and 3 points. No. I mean, that's not happening no more. So,
and what I think people, they get mixed up is, when you got old heads on the block, some people don't want to give that. I don't want to say record, or they don't want to give that, that old school football up. And I get it. I mean, this is what we did, this is what we thrived on. But I don't put everything on Pete Gold, because at the end of the day, he's calling his plays. Them players got to go perform too. They definitely do. And from what I understand, Nick
And
loves
then Pete Golden been there. He been there the longest out of all our coaches, bro. He the only one that's sticking around, and then y'all want us to go and get another guy who's gonna be there for one fucking year and then get rid of him, and then now everybody shitting on him. Like these old Bama fans, I'm no disrespect, but you need to accept that this is not the 1940s. This is not the 1950s. This ain't the 60s, 70s, 80s. This ain't the early 2000s. All right, this is a new millennium. They score points. Bama is going to get scored on 2 or 3 times, and you still have to win games. Like they blowing me with all this. We can't lock nobody up. Who you gonna lock up?
But this is what happened, Christian. They get to a point to where fans, they get entitled to all the success that we built, that we have had over there, and think that these guys gonna come in here and do this after 1 year. Or these guys they think they're gonna build off what we have done, and these guys are not even, it's a different day and age, and what these guys got to find their own identity, and coaches too. Don't get it wrong. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing for no coaches either, because at the end of the day, it starts from the top to the bottom, and that's starting with Nick also. I start with Nick also, because there's a lot of stuff that they doing that we couldn't do. Now we would like.
That's the part of what you said. It's new era. They not. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see a team do what we did, because it don't take that shit no more. All right. Only thing they gotta keep is the core values of our team, and that's the toughness, the pride, the discipline. As long as you keep that, bro, you don't have to do what we did in 2009. You don't have to do what we did in 2011. You don't have to do what we did in 2012. Like you said before, they gotta find their own identity, bro. It ain't got nothing to damn do. You're not losing games because you wearing a green mouthpiece. You're not losing games because it is. You're losing games because you ain't paying attention to the details.
Facts.
It's simple as that, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with no NIL. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Bama has a culture. Bama has a standard that everybody has to live up to, that regardless of what's being said or done outside. When the last time we gave a damn about what the fans thought about Bama football? When did we start caring about that? They ain't never been in no practice with us. They ain't never been, and I think too, this is my last little comment about what's going on at Bama. I think a lot of the old guys, including myself, we have a lot of speculation. We have a lot of comments about a lot of shit, but we still ain't took out the time to go and holler at these young cats. That's the difference between the new age Bama and the old age Bama. It's too big of a gap in between. So instead of us sitting around here talking about these guys that we don't know, instead of us sitting here and judging these guys because it don't look like what it's supposed to look like, we got to do something about it. And that's going to get an understanding of these guys, because a lot of times people hate what they don't understand. And when we don't understand these young guys and these young cats now coming from all over different lives, different walks of life, who now have a voice, who now can voice their opinion, who now can transfer. We gotta go we gotta go back to this school. We gotta go back to Bama and get to know these cats. If we really got an issue with what's going on, we gotta go back and show face. You feel me?
I think it played both sides though, bro, because at the end of the day, shit, you do have some people going back. Like, I know I've been back a few times and spoke to these cats and try to get through with them. And not saying that anything is wrong with them, but I tried to let them know at the beginning of the year, like, what the what we built here is not what y'all have built. Y'all ain't built shit. And I think when it comes from not saying that we don't need to do what we did in 2009. I play both sides on that too. I get what you're saying, but shit, the ones that's playing what we did in 2009, 2011 is winning, and that's the Georgia right now. They look, and that's what people's looking at, because, and I'm not worried about what everybody else is saying, but I'm talking about from a player's point of view. If you look at what Georgia did, they look like a split image of what we used to be. And I'm saying that because I'm saying, as far as the values, the toughness, the mental toughness, and exactly what you were saying, that they was going to defeat you before the game was even started. So exactly what you're saying is what we're missing, and that bully ball that make teams feel like, hey, I feel like I'm not trying to play this game at all. Like this when I get done playing these guys by the first quarter, oh yeah, that shit over with. Like Georgia won that TCU game in camp. They won that game when they was practicing. They won that game a long time ago. Like I don't think I don't feel like them core values. Like we won all our games in the summer. You get what I'm saying, CJ? Like we won our games when we was running them 110s. When we was out there, you know, going at it with
Trent, these kids got a voice. You can't run no fucking 32 110s no more, man. You would get your ass sued. This not.
Listen to what I'm saying.
That was a
though.
Trent, when we got. I understand what you're saying. When we got to school though, bro, and we signed that letter, we was locked in. It wasn't even thinking about if I don't like this, I'm gonna go over here. You know what kids doing now? Parents are sitting here, they talking to coach, talking to Nick Saban, they talking to all these coaches. You know what they saying? Oh shit, you can go to Vanderbilt. They're gonna give you $50K. You just gotta go there for 1 year, then you can transfer. Bro, it's a whole different monetary.
But you get those guys do that, and look what happened to them, bro. Them motherfuckers ain't winning. They ain't winning worth shit.
They winning, bro.
Who's winning?
You know why Georgia winning? Because they keep their coaches.
Yeah,
you know what they do?
They keep the coaches that and where them coaches came from. They keep them coaches that store them values that came from Bama underneath that tree. Underneath that Nick Saban tree, that old school Nick Saban tree that store those values. And Kirby said this in his message, right? He said those guys are not entitled; they're working. And he said it's starting to creep up. They haven't hit that. And that's why I hate when people talk about the dynasty, because they haven't hit that phase yet. Nick is not only losing players; he's losing 5 to 6 coaches every year too. So that's what people.
That's tough. That's tough when you lose coaches like that. That's tough.
That's tough. Like he's not only coaching the players; he's coaching the coaches. So at the same time, you know, it's hard to store these core values, like you said, when you don't have these core coaches there that can do that, or these players who feel like they can leave because they're so I ain't gonna say sensitive, that they're butt hurt because somebody's telling them no. Georgia's still telling these folks that, hey, this is not what we do here. This is not how it's supposed to be. If you're gonna wear a green mouthpiece, then get your ass off the field. Okay, transfer. We're gonna win it without you. I done seen Nick tell people that, and I done seen these programs that still winning like the Georgia tell folks that. And I'm talking about, I'm in a meeting with Kirby listening to this. Kirby letting you know, like, hey, this is what we do, this is how we're gonna do it here. And it is what it is. If you don't like it, bye, deuces. And that's being straight up. Like, I've seen that, bro. Like, on a personal note.
Okay.
But it can go both ways, though, because I definitely agree.
It's not. Me personally, that shit not gonna work. Just me personally. I mean, at the end of the day, we only talking about this because we haven't won in a while. If we was winning, we wouldn't give a damn who was coaching.
We just won 2 years ago. How we ain't won in a while?
I understand. We won 3 years ago. The last 2 years, including this year, we haven't won, bro. That's what I'm saying. In 2020, that's the last time we won. But my point is, in 2020, when we went undefeated, we were still getting scored on. We were just outscoring everybody. That's my point.
But we won in 2021, right? We won 2 years ago, right? The championship.
COVID year. So that'd been 2021 when we played the championship, right?
Yeah, that was 2021. Right. It's 2023 now, so it's 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, Trent. I could have sworn the season started in 2020, but whatever. What all I'm saying is, my boy, is the only reason why we're really talking about this, bro, is because we losing. All right, and this past year we lost in a way that we've never seen Bama lose before. All right, so at the end of the day, bro, Coach Saban is a guru about getting the right guys in the right seats, and I feel like he gonna do that. He just gotta get it back to not the transfer portal, not these recruits. He got to get them coaches in the right seats so that he got the right people who understand his message, not just repeating his message. You got some people that really live in his message. Like, this is the only way to win in this fathom. So in terms of what you said, Trent, I think we need to stay out of that transfer portal until we going to get something that we absolutely need. not just getting guys because of what they did at the other school, then enter the portal. Nah, I think we need to stick to our core values and work in and out. You feel me? Like shit. You got all these top 5, you got all these highly recruited players coming in. All right, let's give these guys a shot and not just go and get this sophomore, junior that's in the transfer portal who has no understanding of what Bama is about, who probably don't give a damn about what Bama's about, using it for a stepping stone to get where they trying to go. We need to stop doing that.
My thing is too. I mean, people talk about the transfer portal with Bama. I mean, shit. How many players we don't really got that transfer portal? Maybe 4.
Man, we got a lot. We got a lot last year out of that transfer portal.
Yeah,
we did. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got a lot out of that transfer portal. And get what? A lot of those guys are leaving.
Yeah. And like you said last week, it's opportunity for these younger guys to come in and do their thing.
Well, I got a question. I got somebody on here. Justin, you didn't have nothing to ask, did you?
no, go ahead. I do have something to ask about his coaching, but go ahead, Blake.
Okay. So somebody asked me this today. What it comes with these coaches coming in and spending a year or two and just leaving. Would Coach Saban be wrong to bring back his guys that he coached that have retired and now coaching? Would he be wrong to bring them back?
That's what Joe. How would he be wrong for that? Not to cut you off.
I think it's needed.
It's needed. You look at Georgia's sideline. You look at all them guys that played there, that knows the Georgia way, even before Kirby was there. Right. So you see those guys on the sideline. You see a couple guys, and they don't play a control that we played with. But it's like, bro, you ain't really got them dogs that really was out there. Like, go hire Christian Jones to be your quarterback, your receiver coach. Go hire Blake Sims to be your quarterback coach. Like it's go hire Glenn Coffey to be your doggone running back coach. Go hire Rudy to go be your defense coordinator or whatever. Go hire D'Amico Ryan to be your line.
I agree. I think it says something too when guys have true love for the school too, man. Like a true genuine attachment. Because it goes again. It's the same thing like you were saying, Christian, man, about the transfer portal kids. Same thing with coaches. If the guys ain't got a true loyalty or true attachment to the school, man, it's kind of like, how really invested are you? And so the same thing, man, with coaches, man. And again, man, what Saban has done with the amount of coaches he lose every year, man, ain't no coach in the country.
It ain't gonna never be done again.
I mean, all the coaches he lose every year. I mean, 5 to 6 coaches every year. I mean, that's crazy. And
that is crazy.
And it still win. I mean, that's unheard of now. And
you gotta think about that too. He losing first round guys, second round, third round. You got 5 and 6 and fourth round guys too, and he losing those coaches, bro.
And he losing coaches. He losing coaches, man. And to keep the standard like he's doing, man, that's unreal now.
Not only coaches, man. He's losing equipment guys. He's losing athletic trainers. He's losing all of that.
Support staff, man. He losing all of them guys.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, what he's done. I mean, so I don't know what the answer is. I think kind of some of you guys hit on it, man. Just I think just a genuine attachment to this, a genuine somebody that really cares. I mean, that's what Kirby's done. I mean, you go back and look at Kirby, man. Kirby's hired all, and I think Trent was saying it. You look at it. I mean, he got jokers on the staff that got a genuine attachment to the school, and a genuine love for the university, man. So that's I think that's one of the key things, and that's Kirby's done. He's kept them. He's kept those guys, man. In place.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. And Christian, you said something that's been pretty powerful, bro. Because like, when was the last time we have worried about what the fans are saying? Like, I think the world with social media and everything else, like it's done bottled us into this system to where it's like, you gotta care about what everybody else is saying. You're not the ugliest player on the team no more. Now you light skinned pretty boy Ricky out there now. Now you gotta, Mike can say this all the time, Mike McCord. Man, you pull up to the workouts now, you see number Chargers, you see doggone these Ram trucks out here. You see
they ain't getting it out the mud, dog.
Man,
no, not at all.
Man,
that changed stuff, man. When
your tax bracket changed, a lot of stuff changed.
Man, it changed, man. Like the motivation factor changed.
That's what your boy DJ Hall said like a few months ago. He said, "You want to know what's changed? Go look in the parking lot.
Yeah,
got BMWs and Benzes parked in those spots. But Rudy, I wanted to ask you something. Of course, your career as a player and as a coach is about making the most of every opportunity and breaking through doors, taking leaps of faith. You know, we talked about you leaving Bessemer. You went over there to Georgia. You coached 1 year, and then you got another opportunity. You were barely there for 2 months. I don't even think your bags were unpacked, and then you get a call from Northern Arizona University. Man, can you tell us how that happened? That's a lot going on. It's a short period of time, and you know how crazy was that going from leaving Bessemer to all of a sudden going to becoming a college coach?
Yeah, well, it you know, is again, man, it's, I guess with everything you do, man, it's, you know, of course, it's how you treat people and then the connections you have. It was you know, it was a blessing to get back in it, to get back coaching college. I did it before, but the connection I made, just what I had football coach, he coached at Alabama when I was there. So just the connection I made, man. So that was good. It was you know, it was the right time, right situation, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. What have you seen has been the biggest challenge, I guess, going from high school to the college ranks?
You know, when I coached college before, man, it was 13 years ago, I guess, when I coached at the Division I level. So just like everybody said, man, when I got back into the transfer portal and NIL deals, that changes. So it's different. You know, it's totally different. And so, but as far as comparing it to high school, man, I enjoy coming. Listen, I'm blessed, man, because I'm a high school football coach that get to coach college. And so, man, I look at it like that, man. And so, you know, I enjoy coaching high school, man. I mean, one thing I liked about coaching high school is I get a chance to pour back in the guys that not going to go play college football, because everybody not going to go play college football. You know, and that ain't everybody's story. You know, and it ain't gotta be. And so I enjoy coaching high school for that. You know, the difference is coaching college. You coaching the elitists in high school. You know, the guys that are elite players. So I mean, that's and I do the same thing. I pour into the college guys too. But I enjoy coaching high school. It's not like I didn't enjoy it. I loved it. I really did, man. And I you know, that's something I wouldn't. It ain't like I wouldn't do it again. So I enjoy coaching high school.
Yeah, I do. I coached at minor this past year. This past fall, receivers coach. So high school is very fun, man. Very fun.
Yeah,
you got to do everything. You got to do everything, but it's fun.
You know, there's some of the things we did, like I do here. Like I took the same thing that I did in high school. Like in high school, I would, you know, as a head football coach, I would feed the guys once a week. Same thing I do here with my D-line guys. Every Thursday, they over at my house, and I'm gonna feed them. We're gonna feed them, play ball, you know. You know, that's one of the things. You know, it's a relationship. I got into coaching, man. Really, man, to do something different that I didn't have as a player, man, and a coach that really truly cared about me off the field. And so, and that's one of the things. And my guys can tell you that too, man. And it's a lifetime. I mean, I've had a chance to hire my former players, help them get on, you know, and just reach back, man. And so, you know, as a college coach, man, I take my same high school mentality as I did when I was a high school coach and just brought it to the college level, man. And that means something, man, because, you know, everybody look at college football players, you know, you big as hell, you know, you look grown, you got facial hair, but honestly, I mean, you're still a kid. I mean, you far away from home. You need some guys never left home, and now you living way across the country or you wherever. And man, you coach, man, you got to be that. You know, yeah, I know college is a big boy sport, but still, man, you got to help transition these guys to grown men. And so that's one of the things that I do.
That's a fact.
I take pride in that, man.
That's what's up.
That's a fact, and I think that's one thing too. Just to piggyback on what Bama's missing is that uncle. You know, that uncle you could go to.
No doubt.
You know,
no doubt, man. You need man. You need an unc.
You need unc.
And,
you need unc.
You need unc, man.
But what's your let me ask you this, Mr. Rudy. I think we're about to close. I just want to ask you, like, what's your end goal, or what's sort of like, if you don't have an end goal in what you're doing, sort of like, what's your message that you live by?
Okay. My end goal always, man, eventually, man, I would like to go coach at Bama. I like to go home, dog. Be one of those guys like Trent say, those guys that come home, man, and be, that got true love for the school. That's the end goal, man, and be there. And but ultimately this, man, is like I said, is what I do, man, is to try to help all my players, man, reach their goals, man. Whatever that is, if it's going to go play football long term, is to go be a coach, is to go be a, get in the whatever it is, man. So, that's the end goal, man. To pour into my guys, man, by any means necessary, man. Make them, that. So when they talk about, say, you know what, man, Coach really cared about me, man. He truly invested in me, man. And gave, and that's it, man. Just be a little small piece in their life, man, to help them be better.
Hey, before we wrap it up,
that small piece be everything, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, I don't know if you guys seen that damn TikTok. These TikTok, the college kids putting out. I'm talking about Bama players, talking about the reason we should have been in the championship. If your ass would have did what you're supposed to been doing, your ass wouldn't have to be begging a damn committee.
Ain't no doubt.
Another damn.
Hey, Trent, I agree with you on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
Amen.
No, I mean, what you saying too, CJ? Like we saying the same thing, but like I said, I see both sides of it.
Right.
I was there, at really the beginning of that area, so I get the old school of it, and I see the new school of it too. But like I said, if I see another damn TikTok or a reel, bro,
speak it, Trent.
Bro, and they begging too. They keep Sweat over there begging too, bro.
That's how they hey Trent though. Listen. You gonna see more of it now. And look, this is how these guys make their money. Trent, see, Trent, you gotta look at it like this. Everybody ain't making. You got a lot of 3-figure guys walking around, right? But you got a lot of 2 and 1. It's got a lot of 2 and 1-figure guys that's walking in there. So the way they supposed to build their image is by using social media, bro. They trying to get paid, bro. So when you see them doing them TikToks, they want to go viral. They go viral. They get the views. You get the money. That's how they rock it, Trent. It's a new day and age.
Yeah.
Now,
It's players I know for a fact making $15,000 a month just off TikTok and doing all that shit.
Okay, Trent. Okay, Trent. So Trent, if you would make Trent, if they were sending you a $15,000 check, your ass be in there come
Listen. That's different. That's different.
All you gotta do is make one video a month, and you're gonna get 15 of them things.
Listen, that's different.
If you make a thirst trap video, you get 30.
Shit, I'll be in that motherfucker doing every TikTok there they got.
But listen, that's different than begging. I got too much pride, bro. Like,
I know what video you talking about.
Yeah, I got too much pride to be sitting up there begging the committee to tell some. Y'all should have let this. Y'all don't want Georgia to win. Y'all should have had us. Man, if you would have did what you're doing. I don't want to hear that shit. Like you need to goddamn go do what you're supposed to be doing. Go put your work in. You don't have to sit up here and make.
Hey, but Trent, you gotta look at
TikTok.
Look at the flip side of it too, though, Trent. Though, like sometimes them little messages can move people on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think the committee is just a bunch of people who went to school or didn't go to school but was at university. They regular people. They wake up feeling one way about a team, just like we wake up feeling one way about a team. So you sort of got to look at social media now, like these kids, these kids' voice. You know what I'm saying? This the way they can like if they would have made that video, went viral all over Twitter, all over TikTok. A couple people in the committee see this. You know what I'm saying? It just can sway people a little different now. So this is their voice. This is something we didn't have. We weren't going for hell get on no Facebook or no Twitter or anything like that and get on there talking about we need to be this and that. But we would have been a meme with Coach Saban by the time we press in. Goddamn. They got a voice now, and the coaches, and can't nobody do nothing about it, bro. So that TikTok stuff, Trent, I know for the old heads like I said, man, because we getting older and older.
Yeah, y'all getting older, man.
Man, getting old, bro.
You getting old, man.
I'm getting tired right now.
Yeah, hey, I see you over there yawning, man.
Hey, you yawning 3-4 times.
Rudy, we're the same age, man. What's that say about us?
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, I'm Unc, man. I'm Unc.
My girl graduated.
Oh, Rudy.
Uncle Rudy.
Bring that hit into the cookout.
Yes, sir.
But Rudy, I got to bring up something, man. You know, for a lot of kids who are wanting to walk on, whether it's Alabama or wherever their dream takes them, a lot of them, they just want to be on the field one time. I think you probably had one of the best endings to a career of a walk-on, and that was the game against Mississippi State. You had a top 10 play. You got your shine. And not only that, you kind of had a full circle moment with your former coach. Can you talk about that famous play your last year?
Yeah, I had an interception against Mississippi State. It was in 2005. We was kind of on the road man, and we was undefeated, and got a pick six to score to win the football game. But it came full circle because the defensive coordinator at the time with Mississippi State was my old head coach, Ellis Johnson, who I transferred from at the Citadel. And it came full circle on that. I kind of looked and laughed at it. I said, "Hey, coach, I thought you told me not to transfer, coach." I said, "You transferred," but no, it was it was cool though, man. It was cool.
That's crazy
to get that on him, man. It kind of ended right.
That's what's up. Hey, Ask Bama Girl 26 has some encouragement for you guys. She's saying y'all still sexy.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate that, boo. Appreciate that, boo.
Appreciate you, baby girl.
I got a close up on here.
I'm glad we don't. I'm glad we don't got no close up on your stream being here.
Yeah.
Before we close out shop, any more questions for our guest?
I gotta shave in the morning. Oh, hey, I gotta go get shaved in the morning. I got these gray hairs in this beard now.
Hey, well, Rudy,
show, man.
did Rudy time run out?
I think so. I think he didn't pay his minute.
That boy had this shit on a timer. Y'all better stop.
I was there. We booing people when they time over now. Okay.
Hey, Rudy had his shit on a timer.
Hey, maybe his wife said, "Put them kids in bed. Get off there."
Oh yeah. Know how that go.
Well, maybe we'll get them back. In the meantime, guys, before we close up, go around the room, tell people what's
It's my time, y'all. Look, my daughter called me. It's my time, y'all. Look at her. She's trying to hide. Look at Tata. She
Tata, you better go bye-bye.
She in my headphone. You can't hear. Listen, my baby be at Alabama in 2 years, y'all. We getting old.
Dang.
That's dope.
Old as hell. But yeah, go around the room real quick. Tell folks what y'all got going on next. Trent, I'll start with you. What you got going on? How can folks find you? All that good stuff.
Nah, man, I got some of everything going on, man. We actually starting our basketball season with the Little League stuff, man, in Irondale. So I'm the youth athletic director out there. Blake time up. And we got oh, there you go. He back. Oh, there you go. And then we got what else we got going on, man? We definitely got the radio show, man. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, Bama Insider, The Ropes with TR3. Last night was a big show. Every Tuesday night, man, we do Hometown Heroes for that second half. We probably gonna do it for the whole Tuesday show, man. We had everybody on there last night. And I think I ain't gonna say think. We fit to start hosting that at walk-ons every Tuesday from now on. But we on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7.
Walk on.
Yeah, on Tuesdays, 5 to 7, man. We'll be there every Tuesday, man. And so, man, we just trucking, man. We stepping into this real estate lane too, man. I actually did some stuff today with my guys, man. So we actually moving, bro, and trying to get this stuff going. If you're in Pensacola, go by my decorative shop, called the Chill Spot. Go and get your little sipping. You can hang around, chill, be at home for a little bit on the Chill Spot, man, and get you some of that good sauce down there. Yeah. You're in Pensacola.
Yeah.
Blake, what about you, man? What you got going on?
Man, getting ready for spring football. That spring football about to kick off. We got our second year with our football program. Got a 7-7 low-key ballers. We working that up. We getting ready. We're very calm before the storm right now. We sharpen our eyes up, and man, I'm just very happy and blessed to be where I am, because I know even a year ago I didn't think I would be where I am today, and thankful.
That's what's up,
Shit,
Christian. That leaves it with you. Man.
Same,
What you got
same
going
thing.
on?
Same thing. He said we got the 7-on-7 team coming and rocking out. Our first official practice is this Sunday in Tuscaloosa. Our season will start February 11. I believe we'll be in Atlanta for the BA 7v7 tournament. Real big tournament, 1-day tournament. So we have that going on, like Blake said, getting ready to kick in gear, spring football in the high school in the next couple of weeks. So we got that going on. I help out at my alma mater, minor high school, and I also do specific football receiver training, ages 8 to 21. Here is my business, Up Next Elite Youth Training, here in Tuscaloosa in the Birmingham area. You can reach me at on IG at c.jones with 3 S's, JONESSS. You can contact me on there, and we'll go from there.
That's what's up. Trent got a question for you. Where in Pensacola is your business? Y'all need some title towels.
Title towel, that would be tight.
Man, I love to have some title towels, man. But it's in Pensacola, man. It's 1673 North Pace Boulevard, Pensacola, Florida 32505. That's 1673 North Pace Boulevard, Pensacola, Florida 32505.
Yes,
But
sir.
man, we definitely we be there all night, man. So like that old juke joint.
Well, Rudy, that
Hey,
leaves you.
I gotta get some play. I gotta get y'all numbers, CJ, you and Blake, man. I need some dogs, man.
Come
Some
on,
players,
man.
I need to send me some guys, man.
Come on, man.
Gotcha, man. We got some. We got some guys too. We got some guys.
You want
We
to
gotta
send something in the mail? I'll bring them up there now.
No doubt. Okay.
Hey, look.
First class,
Hey, look.
dog.
Dead ass, man. We got some cats, man.
We need some. So don't send them my way.
Quarterback
I'm dead serious.
now.
What's that?
We probably got a quarterback for you right now.
For sure.
He was on our 7-on-7 team last year.
Yeah, he
Yo,
dope.
I got to get y'all information, man. Get that.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, for sure.
Hey,
I'll get it to you, Rudy.
Justin. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Justin, throw in my information and hell yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We called the low key. Let me just give y'all a little. We called the low key ballers for a reason, right? This is our first year having a team, and we knew we was gonna be competing against all these other guys who've been together 3, 4, 5 years. You feel me? So we got the diamonds in the rough, bro. We went and got some real ballers who got overlooked by every other 7-on-7 team, or didn't have the confidence to even try out for a 7-on-7 team. So we got some real dogs, and we're gonna, like he said, come before the storm. We're gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
Cause we're walking examples of the name of our team. Me and Jones was 3 stars. We was low key ballers. We weren't talked about a lot. So we had to come and earn what we got when we got to Alabama. So we already walked this story already. So we want the guys that don't already got the platform and they come in hungry and want to listen. We tell them to run.
Hey, them the guys I want, man.
They gonna run through that wall. Coach,
Telling you.
while I get a scholarship, get to running. Get to running. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
boy, you been around Coach Jones, boy.
Ain't he good?
Rudy, that leaves you, man. Tell the folks how they can get in touch with you. What's going on for you next at NAU? And man, thank you so much for jumping on tonight with us.
Yeah, well, I was glad to be on here, man. We just winding down our signing class. We got signing day coming up in February, so we got that. We got finished strong in this year's signing class, and then after that, getting ready for spring ball. But I'll be out here recruiting. My areas that I recruit. I'm down south recruiter. Kind of I recruit down south, all Alabama, Georgia, all of them. And then I got an area out here in Arizona that I do recruit. But I know I'm partial to the guys down south because I know they get it out the mud, and I know
Straight up.
So I'm partial to it. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta get with y'all because I want some of them guys. I want them. I need them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I want to just say this too. Quick shout out to one of our coaches who was going to coach with us on our 7-on-7 team. Is actually Blake Sims' brother, Hunter Sims, who just got a GA position at Troy. And
Bless
hopefully,
you, dog. Bless you.
we're praying. They told him that they had a DC coaching the safety, so he might get an upgrade from GA to coaching safety. Yeah, so man, hey. Just know I wanted to say that because there's a lot of energy moving in a positive way for a lot of people right now. So stay prayed up, man, and keep God close to you in everything that you do, bro, because things are starting to turn over. So whatever we want, put it in a prayer, request it to God, pray, don't worry, and it's gonna happen, bro.
Most definitely. And speaking of prayers, y'all continue to pray for the families and former teammates of running back Ahmad Galloway, passed away 2 days ago. It hit the Bama community hard, especially Marvin Constant. I know I was joking about him earlier, but he and the rest of his brothers are taking it really hard. Definitely a big loss, but that definitely is going to do it for us. Thank you again, Rudy. We greatly appreciate you.
Buffalo.
What's up?
And my boy from Buffalo.
Oh, DeMar.
Yeah, DeMar.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeMar.
Yeah, for sure. Hey man, I just stay prayed up, man. Just stay prayed up. There's a lot going on.
No doubt, man. Stay covered. Stay covered.
Stay
man.
covered, bro. Stay covered, bro.
And we'll
appreciate you, Rudy.
Like that. Yes,
Man,
sir.
thank y'all, man.
Roll
Thank y'all
Tide,
for having
guys.
me, dog. Hey, I'm gonna be down to come holler at y'all, man, about them players.
Hey, Justin, get them our contact.
sir.
We go eat good. You know what I'm saying? Go do something.
Hey,
Talking about these
I'm
boys.
gonna come watch some of your training too, man. Training.
Oh yeah, I do that, man. Y'all might be trying to hire me to come down up, man. This is what I do. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. Hey, bro, look, let me tell you something. I love coaching. Okay, when I start, Blake Sims is really a big key part of the reason why I got into training, because during COVID, we were sitting at the house and he was coaching quarterbacks, and the quarterbacks was bringing receivers, and he was like, Jones, bro, you got to get in this. You got to get in this. It's right here in front of you. I got in, bro. I never looked back. I started coaching high school, bro, and I just fell in love with coaching, bro. I just love the game. I love to see the development. I love everything that goes along with coaching, the ups and downs. This kid, it may take 1 rep. This kid may take 10 reps. So I learned a lot of patience when it comes to coaching. So it's a beautiful thing, bro. So we'll get together, my boy.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right,
That's going to do it for us. Roll Tide.
Love y'all. Roll Tide, man.